Hey everybody, on my way home from work today, and I'm having time to kind of sit here and stew a little bit about this deadgum occurrence at the freaking Georgia Tech Bowling Green game the other day. And believe it or not, okay, it doesn't have anything to do with anything that happened on the field. Believe it or not. While there is plenty to cry about what happened on the field that day, I have another something that is concerning to me, okay? If you saw my video yesterday, I was walking out of the stadium along with thousands of other people who had enough of that pitiful freaking performance and didn't want to sit there and watch it anymore, okay? I left early, and I left right after Haynes King threw the pick six, okay? It was over at that point, and I didn't want to watch anymore. I was so upset, and I didn't want to cause a scene, and I didn't want to yell and carry on. If I was in the comfort of my own home, it wouldn't have been an issue, right? Because I could have screamed and hooped and hollered and carried on and made a scene in the privacy of my own camper, without having, innocent bystanders have to be collateral damage to that, okay? So for everybody's best interest, Cdogg took a hike. I made like a tree and freaking got the hell out of there. So, and as I'm leaving, I'm getting my crap and leaving, I hear the freaking dude say behind me, Fairweather fans. Fairweather freaking fans, he calls me. Obviously, we can see what is upsetting me here, okay? I'm the last thing, than a Fairweather fan, okay? I've come on here for 3 years and freaking been punished basically my entire life as a Tech fan, okay? I'm not a Fairweather fan, and it's like, okay, he doesn't know that. He doesn't know who Cdogg is. He doesn't know he doesn't know that I come on here and it's more, and what I do is more than the normal person, right? The normal person might watch that game, at the game or on TV, and they go home or whatever. Might take some crap about it at work the next day if you happen to work with Georgia fans or something, or maybe some family members. Second the game's over, during the game, for Cdogg though, I'm getting blown up 100,000 notifications from Georgia fans and Miami fans and Tech fans and everybody else, calling me an idiot, saying how garbage my team is and how bad we suck and we're gonna lose the rest of our games, and how we're just completely in the toilet. So that's what I have to deal with on a regular basis when my team loses, which I'll complain about it, but at the end of the day, I do go on there and kind of invite it because I talk trash. Stupid me. I just want to come on here and be able to talk trash and have fun like everybody else whose team gives them something to be proud of. Nothing to be proud of on the field from the Yellow Jackets the other day, okay? But stupid me, I just want to come on and freaking have a good time and cut up and banter with, the other fans of the other teams too, and be competitive with them. But I can't because my Jackets suck so bad. But that's besides the point, okay? Don't worry. There will be plenty of that talking this week. I can make videos for years based on this freaking game, dude, and the way I feel about it, and breaking down everything. I'll do my best to get all the content out to you. But I wanted for this video to talk in specific about this freaking asshole who called me a freaking Fairweather fan, okay? Who the hell do you think you are? First of all, I'm sitting there going crazy, losing my freaking mind the whole game. Very clearly invested into it, jumping up and clapping, and this dude's sitting there just sitting there watching the whole time. Doesn't even really care that much. you know? And you're going to call me a Fairweather fan? Okay? I mean, I'm into the game. I'm passionate about the game. I'm so passionate that I got to go so that I don't cause a scene. Okay? And you're sitting there stoic. It doesn't matter to you whether Tech wins or loses. You didn't lose any sleep about that game over last night. You didn't lose any sleep over Tech losing. This game will haunt me for years. Do you realize that? This game will haunt me for years. So excuse me if I don't want my life to completely fall apart in front of, 12 of my closest friends at the Tech game. Not that there was a huge crowd there, but the people that were there, they don't need to be subjected to seeing what they see on the field and then have an idiot like me freaking out next to them because I invest too much into this team. Well, that's something I need to work on myself. Clearly, I care too much. I care more than the freaking players do who come out and say, oh, yeah, we didn't have enough effort. You didn't put enough effort in? You're a D1 college football player. But it just pisses me off that this guy thinks he's freaking can look down on me. And I'm freaking passionate about. Everybody that watches me knows how much I love the Jackets. I don't come on here and cuss I come on here and cuss and stuff, but I don't come on here and, quit and tell them, and, I don't disappear. I don't no-show after a loss. I freaking take my lumps, okay? I take my lumps, and I stick up for my Jackets. And I'm on here every week like a clown that puts on his makeup when he's going to work. I, too, get onto YouTube to talk about the shitty Yellow Jackets, no matter how bad they are. This reminds me of back in 2021, which was a horrible year in general, when we lost 55-0 to Notre Dame and then 45-0 to Georgia. I still came on after that. That was like complete rock bottom. And I still came on after that and talked about the Jackets and carried on through the offseason. What are you doing during the offseason, sir? Are you talking about Georgia Tech all the time? No. And look, okay, give him the benefit of the doubt. He doesn't know Cdogg. Of course he doesn't know Cdogg, because he doesn't care enough to look and consume Tech content and interact online with join the Tech community online. Of course he doesn't. Why would he do that? He might go to the games, watch the game, whatever, and then it's out of his mind. Talks about how bad we suck, whatever. Of course he doesn't come online and pay attention to what we're doing online. Okay, so of course he wouldn't know Cdogg. But even if you don't know Cdogg, who the hell are you to call somebody a Fairweather fan at that game? Look at where we are as a program. There's not one single person at that game that's a Fairweather fan. There wasn't that many people left, okay? It's not a secret. We don't have a bunch of people that show up to the Georgia Tech games, okay? But the ones that do care about the team, okay? So if somebody is there after all this time, after all this punishment, after all this suckage we've had to put up with Jeff Collins, they're not a Fairweather fan, okay? They're not a Fairweather fan. We don't have the greatest record this year. We came into, 2-2. We came into that game. And it was against Bowling Green. Not a lot of people go out of their way. Some people just want to show up for the big games. People who show up to the Bowling Green after 4 years of Jeff Collins suck while we're 2-2, those are real fans. Okay? And guess what? I don't blame a single one of them for walking out yesterday. That performance on the field was absolutely embarrassing and unacceptable, and it doesn't matter if it's year one of Brent Key or not. Unacceptable in so many ways. I don't blame anyone for any reaction that they had. Now, of course, some people take it too far and they send death threats. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about if somebody chooses to give up on the team after what they've seen. I've said several people in the comment section say, I can't watch this shit anymore. I can't. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. The average person, okay, does not have it takes a lot of mental fortitude and thick skin to be able to be a Yellow Jacket fan. More than the average person will have, okay? It takes way more than the average person will have. So, So, we're whittled down to our most diehard fans at that freaking Bowling Green game, okay? We're whittled down to that. I don't blame them if that's the final straw. It's damn near it for me. That's the worst loss I've ever seen in Georgia Tech history. Ever. Worse than NIU. We were a shitty team that year at NIU. We were a shitty team, okay? We're not a shitty team this year. That's why it's so bad. NIU wound up being a good team. They won their conference. Bowling Green's horrible. Under no circumstances should we have lost this freaking game. I'm still upset about it. I'm still besides myself about this game. Okay? I wonder if that guy's thinking about it. I wonder if that guy's thinking about it right now. So any of you Tech fans who have decided, like, that's enough, Brent Key builds our trust. It looks like we come out this year and we have our shortcomings, but we look like a good team. We look like a decent team. It's night and day from Jeff Collins. It's not perfect. We got a long way to go, but it's night and day from Jeff Collins. And you put that performance on the field completely out of left field. I feel like I've been stabbed in the back. I did not see this coming at all. Nobody did. Not even the biggest Georgia Tech haters. And if you can truly sit there and say, if you're telling me, look at me in the eye and saying, and I've had a few of the Tech haters claim that they saw this coming. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No one did. Not even the biggest Tech haters saw this coming. Okay? That's what makes it so horrible. That's what makes it so horrible. We're 22.5 point favorites for a reason. It's not like we've been lighting the world on fire this year. It's because Bowling Green is that bad. And we got blown out by them. So if that's too much for somebody to take, I don't blame them one bit. The fans have been put through enough. This is another thing. Like, stop blaming the fans. This probably is going to be its own video because this video is running long. I've ranted long enough. I just got time to sit here and stew on my drive home. I got time to sit here and work myself up and get angry over this kind of stuff. But I couldn't let this go unnoticed and untalked about. Okay? So, if this is the final straw for somebody, I can't blame them. Tech fans have been punished enough. It's not the fans' fault. This is completely on the coaches and players. Okay? I'm all for advocating for the players. I know that their heart's in it. Their heart was not in this game. They admitted as much in the press conference. Unacceptable. You got fans out there that still care. It might not be a packed out stadium. It might not be. Okay? But I've heard too much people blame the fans for the shortcomings of this team. Okay? It's not the fans' fault. The fans have been punished and just had to go through the worst coach in Georgia Tech history. You're just not going... The worst in history was Jeff Collins. You're not going to have packed out stands after that. It's just what it is. There's not a lot of programs in the country that would still have packed out stands after what Jeff Collins just did at the school. Okay? So stop blaming the fans. We showed up. We cheered. It was a decent crowd. Last year, I've seen what the fans can do. They can get loud. Last year during the Duke game, it was deafening because we had hope. You have to give us something to work with. So it's not the fans' fault. Okay? So if you're done with this team, don't blame you. But as for me, I'm too deep in now. I'm too deep. I'm like Stockholm Syndrome. Stockholm Syndrome Cdogg. I come back for more every week. I'm dreading this Miami game, but I'm going to watch it. I'll probably stream it. And I'll probably get upset. So, I'll never be as upset and besides myself as I am now. But as for what this means for the rest of the season, that's another video. Anyway, thanks for watching. I've gone on long enough. Piss poor performance still. No excuses. Absolutely none. That was horrible. And Go Jackets, and I'll see you guys next time.